What's your favorite kind of coffee?
Colombian.
Colombian.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You do this, you flip that heel to the top, and then you can make your little circles. And leave some dark in between too. How did I do that? You start with the corner. You just got a bunch of,
Well, it's not really a big important thing right now. Too lazy to clean my brush though. You can see that, right? Now you can see it enough. Voila.
so it's kind of a little lifted thing, about an 1/8 of an inch high.
What a great weekend we had over here with Dana Jester, Steve Ross, and we had a bunch of awesome people come out and paint some pictures. I absolutely had a great time, and I hope each and every one of you guys also had a great time. I hope everybody learned something, maybe made some new friends, I don't know, but like I said, I just hope everybody had a wonderful time. Thanks Dana, thanks Steve, thank you guys for coming out. It was just history in the making for sure. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming here. It just means a lot to me to make all of these connections with people. And it's like I say it all the time, it's a good time. It's a good time to be alive. So with that said, I wanted to make a very basic landscape. I want you guys to have that fear in your mind. I want you to jump into this and just kind of loosen up and just try to follow along a little bit. It's a basic concept, something to get your brain spinning and to kind of just like loosen you up. So let's go ahead, hop over to the camera, and let's go ahead and get started. It's so good. It's just so good to see you guys. I thought it would be a good idea to go right back to the basics. After talking to so many people over the weekend, it just gave me this idea of wanting to go back to that basic landscape foundation. Maybe put a sketch in or whatever just to kind of get you through it. So let's go ahead and let's fly right through this. I got all my standard colors that I normally use right there. Whoop, whoop. Good to go. Description below for the colors. All right, let me set the palette back down. This is just going to be a quick demo, but like I said, it's going to be back to the basics. So I'm going to start off, I'll just holler out the colors. I'm going to start off with some Alizarin crimson. And I did put some clear fluid and some white mixture on the canvas top to bottom, and I wiped it off very good, so there's only a little bit left inside the grain, which this is a Sunbelt canvas, so it captures that very nicely. I'll put a link below to Sunbelt. Check them out. Awesome company. And obviously you guys know I'm using the Gamblin 1980 paints. All right, got some Alizarin crimson. I'm just going to drop some of this color in right here. Just using the 1 inch. All right. And like I said, we're going back to the basics here. Okay, got some color up there. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Drop some color down here too. Not exactly sure where we're going with this, but I know it's somewhere in that area. Okay, all right. All right, now, wiping this off on a paper towel, I'm gonna go right over and I take, Prussian blue. Prussian blue, and boom. Just like that. This is super easy. This is a super easy concept, easy painting. You know, if you're having one of those uncomfortable times in life right now and you think you can't do a good picture, try this one. Because I believe this may get you out of that funk. All right, just darkening that color up just a little bit. Just adding a little bit more Prussian blue in these top corners here. Drop it down like this a little bit. I'm going to bring it up pretty much right into the crimson. Get a beautiful little purple color. Don't worry about these little lines you see over there. We'll take care of those in just a moment. Little circles if you wish. See that? I'm not really being cautious here. I'm just dropping in color. I'm just getting it down. We'll work with it in a minute. Yeah, something like that. All right, get a little bit more of that Prussian blue. A little bit more, and then probably, I don't know, maybe something like this. All right. Now you see, I'm not, I'm just sliding this color in side to side. That's it. Nothing hard to do here. You guys can definitely do this. All right. Let's get a clean 2-inch. Now I do want to start in the crimson area because if you start in the blue, it's probably going to eat that up. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do these little circles here. I'll start blending this color just like this. And then I'll slowly work around where the crimson meets the blue. And I'm doing these little circles. It's just going to bring it together. And then I can fully go and start blending out this darker blue color. And if you have an area that you don't like, you can surely drag some blue down into it and just eat it right up. All right, before I go into that blue, let me just lightly hit across here real quick. And you see how it's darker here and it's lighter there? That's what you want. That'll help you. I got this beautiful little purpley color happening here. And there's not much gel or fluid down here at all, just a little bit, because I wiped it off. I wiped it off pretty much. All right, now we can go up here into the blue. All right, and then look, I can even go like this, a little bit down into here if I want. See that? And it gives you this cool purple color, which is totally great. Totally great. All right. Just give it a quick wrap. Boom. All right, all right. Okay, let's throw in a few clouds. Let me try. Oh, yeah, look at this. Got me a nice fan brush here. It's a treacle fan brush. I'm going to put a link below. Excuse me. I'm going to put a link below for this because I really like these, and I actually like their filberts too. I've been on and off trying them out, so I may just have to get me a few more. All right, so I'm going to grab some titanium white, some titanium white, and get a good little amount on there, both sides. And basics, we're sticking to the basics, right? Is that what I said? Look at that. Little baby circles, little baby circles. See that? Oh yeah, I like how that looks. Getting some more white. Not sure what happened, the camera shut off on me, but I just was putting in this cloud here. Just a little bit of white in these little baby circles, making sure that I'm leaving some room for some pink to show through. Just gonna grab some more of that white right here, and I'm gonna drop in a little something here. These are going to be little light clouds, nice and easy. Ooh, nice, picking up a little bit of that blue. And I'm gonna have a mountain here, so I want to have a cloud that goes right behind it, just like that, and maybe we'll get a little something right here too, just like that. All right, okay, let me set that down. Set that down and grab, you know what? Let me get the paper towels here. I can probably use, yeah, just gonna wipe this 2-inch here that I just used to blend, and I'm just gonna touch this cloud up just a hair, just soften it. I am using more or less the corner of it. All right. All right, lift it up a little bit. Nice and quick. Got something floating around in there. All right. Okay, that's good enough. Let me set these paper towels back down. All right, all right. Okay, let me grab, I got this cool knife I've been working with. I talked a little bit about it. I'll give you guys some details on that in the near future. Okay, so I'm going to take some alizarin crimson, and I'm going to take some Prussian blue, just those two colors. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of burnt umber and mix it in there. Crimson, blue, and burnt umber. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Basics, basics. Raise it up there, making all kinds of noises today. Had such a good weekend. Awesome weekend here. Doesn't get any more basic than this right here. Okay, set that down, paper towels. And I'm just gonna grab the 1-inch that I put the sky in with here, and I'm gonna zip this just like this. Give it a good little shape, however you're feeling, shape it up. Just like that. Wham. I'm just wiping it off. I do that often. Just wipe it right on the paper towel. Set this up here, just kind of, I set the brush up here and I push, and that gives it a nice chiseled top there, and it allows you to really focus in on the edges. All right. Okay. I'm not really worried too much about here or there. All right, pull some of that out. A little bit more dark here. Kind of give us our layout. Okay. And if you want, you can grab a 2-inch and you can soften this up if that makes you feel better. You can definitely do that. But we have stuff that's going to go in front and on the sides. Okay, set the paper towels down. Whoop, actually not. Got to wipe it off. Wipe the knife. Okay, here we go. I am going to take first some burnt umber and yellow ochre. Burnt umber and yellow ochre. And I kind of have it just like a little marbled, like a marbled mix. It's not completely mixed. I want the base of this to have some brown in it too. So I'm just going to pull some down. I'm not too worried about getting like a perfect snow break feature. Just want to get it in there, just some color. Okay. Just dropping it in different places. And I think, yeah. A little something happening maybe right there. Yeah, that looks about right. All right. Okay, next, I'm grabbing straight yellow ochre, straight up out the bottle. All right, whew. Here we go. Yellow ochre. Let's, boom, dropping it right on top of that. And because we put the brown color down on here first, this is kind of catching the higher ridges of this, so it's making it a little bit easier to break off. So I'm just getting a little bit here at a time. And just kind of hitting some of these areas. Let me just go right down the edge. Yeah. Nice. Okay, before we go too far here, let me wipe this off. Paper towel. Let me get some. I'm going to get some Prussian. Ooh, that was a lot of Prussian blue. I didn't need that much. Okay, a little bit of blue. I'm going to make a shadow color, blue and white, and a touch of that brown because that's going to gray it a little bit. So blue, white, and like a teardrop of brown. And it's just it's a grade blue color. All right, and I'm gonna come right about, I guess I'll start over here. I'm gonna go like this way, just so we can get that color in. A little bit more blue into that because it's a little bit too grayed. Yeah, let's blue that up a little bit. A little bit more white. It's all about just experimenting around. Oh yeah, that's better. Just dropping some of this color in. All right. I'm actually going to get a little bit more white. I want a super light blue here. Multiple colors help. Look at that, nice. See? Just drop some color here, there, here and there. All right. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? All right, let's go back to wiping the knife off. Now we have our pile of our burnt umber and yellow ochre. Okay, I just want to come up here and just kind of break this line up a little bit so there's no straight line happening here. Just like that. That's enough there. Now, wipe the knife real good, and I'm going to grab me some pure white and yellow ochre mix, just a little bit of yellow ochre in there. So it's like a super light color. It's almost pure white. And I want to come right up to the edge and just kind of touch a little bit. And I'm going to set that down and get another scoop of it. Just like this. See? All right. This is super easy to do. Just take your time. You don't have to go, fast. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time, and you will succeed doing this. Now I'm going to hit this area right here a little bit, just so we can see that there's, another peak or an edge right there. All right, I'm going to wipe this off, and then I'm going to take the back side of this knife And I'm going to pull a little bit of this down, just in a few areas. All right, now I'm going to step back a couple of feet and I'm going to have a look. And I think it looks good. I think it looks good so far. Okay, I think we need just a little bit of dark color. So I'm going to take the mountain base color, just a little bit, and I'm going to right there. Well, that was a weird noise. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I had a good weekend. Okay. Maybe a little something here, there. Something like that. Looks about right. All right, let's wipe the knife off and grab. I'm gonna rip this piece of paper towel off. Okay, give that a quick wipe here, and I'm gonna definitely distort some of this just a little bit, just to give it a nice feel. All right, I'm gonna come right back here, do the same thing. And then we'll do some here. Just little baby taps and stuff like that. And you can drag some of this color this way, that way. You can even actually pull some of this color down. All right. All right, let me give it a quick zip right through here. And remember, don't really worry about here and don't really worry about there at the moment. Okay. All right, I'm gonna grab the knife and I'm gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna set that back down, set the knife down, and find that 1-inch brush. I'm gonna throw some tree-like objects here in the back. So what am I gonna do here? I'm gonna grab me some light color, a little bit of white, put it over here. See how that base color for the mountain looks. Touch that with a little green. All right, so I have some base color of the mountain and some white and some green. And let's see what that does for us. So I'm using the 1-inch, and let's see how this color looks. Just throwing some color in the background. All right. See that? Super easy. Super easy. Let me get a little bit more green. A little bit more green. I'm going to drop a little bit of a darker color underneath of that. Just kind of blend those two together. Tap them together. All right. Now, I'm going to take this and wipe it real quick, and I am going to lift it up just a little bit because this is kind of far away. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to actually take green and the base color of the mountain, just those two colors real quick. I do want this to have a little bit of a darker feel on the bottom. I'm just going to, and I'll lift this up just a little bit too. And I probably went overboard. I probably didn't have to put all of that in there, but I just want to break that up a little bit and just give it a little, see, a little something back there. That'll look like something, you know? When you look at it later, it will look like something. I don't know, it could be, yeah, trees or different kind of trees or whatever. Just experiment around and have a, you know, put a little confidence into yourself and, you know, don't beat yourself up. All right. More green, more base color of the mountain. And I do want to drop a little bit here first before we're going to do a little sketch, I think. A little bit of a sketch. So I think that should be good, yeah. That should be good. All right. Grab the 2-inch. I want to pull, before I get in there and start sketching, I want to pull a little bit of this color down. straight down. Just like this. All right. See that? Give it a nice little wrap. Grab the knife if I can find it. It's just, you know what? I don't care. Let's use a bright color for the water line here. I'm going to zip it this way, and it's going to wrap right around just like this. All right, a little bit more. Bring it just like that. Okay. Maybe a few. One right there too. Okay, now let me find a filbert. Let's make a quick little sketch. I'm just going to use green and the base color that we used for the mountain. Be an easy color to work with. Okay. All right, here we go. So let's just make a quick sketch. So think about back here, I don't know, maybe there's something in front here like this. There's a hill that drops here, and it's going to wrap around like this, and it's going to go boom, just like that. And don't think about this too much. And let's do the same thing here. There's another hill right about there. This one drops down somewhere here. Goes over, comes in, boom. See that? Just like that. Now, so now we have a sketch that we can sort of work with. All right. Right. Let me take, green, dark color, and that's when you can just easily, you know what? Not big enough. Need a 1 inch. All right, green and the base color, and just get in here and zip it in. Zip that color in. All right, you could tap it in, you could do whatever you want. Just get it in there. You could do circles, start at the bottom, and then work your way back. Start with the dark color here, and as you go up, it'll get lighter, which is what you want. You want it to be a little lighter, it's further away. And you can tap if you want to put some texture in. Okay, I'm just using so far green and the base color of the mountain. All right. And if you do, yes, if you tap, you're going to you'll get awesome little texture. See that? See? Stuff like that. All right, let's repeat this step on the other side. Right here. I just want to keep making videos where, until you get confident for doing something, because that's the key, is being confident. You have to trick yourself to make to be confident. You have to say, I can definitely do this. And then if you go into a painting and with that attitude, the chances of doing it are much higher. But if you go into a painting and think, oh, I don't know if I can do this, I'm gonna add a little blue to this color. If you say, oh, I don't think I can do this, then that's a problem. And I'm being very loose and sloppy here, as you can see, because you just have to get the color down first, and then you can work with it. So let me go back to this brush here, and I just want to pull some of this color down just a little bit, because there is going to be reflections. All right. Now for here, I'm just going to drop it in with the brush we used, just to make it a little easier. This will help you get into smaller areas also. All right. Now, smooth that out until you're happy. We'll go back to the 1 inch, get a little bit of that, some of that blue, green, and mountain color, and then I do want to put a little bit of dark in here and kind of blend that in with everything else. I will drop a little bit of that color here too. Whip it sideways. Okay, all right, let's do this here. Let's grab, where is my baby fan brush? I have this baby fan brush that I've been using, and it is, oh, I found it. It's right here. All right, let's make a few trees. So I'm gonna take some of our base color of our mountain, some alizarin crimson, some Prussian blue, some black, a little bit of brown, and of course, green. Big pile of dark, hopefully to the green side, because I can't tell because it looks black. Okay, here we go. Got a bunch of color. Let me get a little bit more green. I don't feel it like it's too green. All right, and earlier when I was like, don't worry about this, don't worry about that, because this is an easy painting, I want to drop in a tree right here first. And I'm probably going to start, let's see here. I make a lot of the trees that go in the upward direction, and I think maybe I'll make one that goes downward. You just touch and touch and tap and touch, skip a spot. See that? Don't look too green to me, but that's all right. All right, let's make one right next to it. I am going to get a little bit more green. Take a step back, and I'll put one, you know what, right here. Right there. Landscape basics. This is a fun and an easy painting that you can do. Maybe for a family member, for Christmas, with a beautiful, brown mountain in it. See? Bunch of trees going on. And that's pretty much what we got going on here. So let me step back actually, take a quick look at this. All right. I'm not quite sure, but the camera keeps shutting. I think it's overheating or something. So if it looks like there's a glitch, that's what it is. So I started off just doing a little touch like this. See, touching. I'm holding the fan brush kind of flat. All right, and I'm just touching back and forth, giving it these cool little limbs. See? Leave some gaps. It'll look good if you leave gaps. Getting more paint. That's what I keep doing, going down, grabbing some more paint. All right, and down here, don't get overly concerned down here because you could just get that color in. And then you can always go back with a highlight or two and just kind of reshape the tree. Super, super easy. All right. And while we're at it, we'll put a few little things back here. Something like that. That'll look like a tree or two, maybe. Yeah. All right, I was going to make some pine trees on the other side, but I'm not. I'm going to set the fan brush down. Boy, I'm making a mess here today. Set the fan brush down, and I'm going to take our 1 inch, and I'm going to get me some green, some blue, touch of black, crimson. And just for demonstration purposes, I am going to add in just a bunch of something up here. Look, let me hold this because I don't want to go crazy. Boom, right out here like this. Get some more paint on there, nice dark color. These are the funnest ones to do right here, where you just throw all kinds of stuff in. Literally. Right down into the dark here, just like that. Bring this guy out a hair more. Okay, so we have something all the way over there on that side. Same fan brush and paper towels. I'm just going to wipe this fan brush a little bit, and I'm going to pull, I have a pile of burnt umber right here. All right, pile of burnt umber. I'm pulling it one side through the burnt umber, and then I'm flipping it over to a light color. So I have light and then dark. Oldest trick in the book right here. Whoop, zip it down, doesn't even really show up. You probably just could have pulled the fan brush through with nothing on it. But it was the thought that counts, right? Okay. So let me set that out of the way real quick. Set my fan brush back down. Now I'm going to just wipe off my 1-inch brush, and I have a pile of my my clear fluid and my white mixture. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. I'm going to get a little bit of that, and I'm going to set it down on the palette, and I'm going to pull out some yellow. I'm going to mess around with that. So I'm going to get me a nice, just a nice light color. It's going to mix with the color I had in my brush already. So it's going to turn a greenish color, which is totally cool. And I'm going to get some on there. Ooh, that's messy. All right, and I'm just going to throw in, look, little areas. See? Go down, get some more paint, pull it through. Got a good amount of paint on here, and I'm just going to figure out, you know, where the actual lighter areas would be if the light is shining in. So it's pretty simple. Come back into the dark here, and make sure that to leave plenty of dark, because that really does help a lot. I really can't even stress that enough. Leave the dark. See, just like that. Get a little yellow ochre too. It'll help change things up a little bit. See, right there. And I'm actually, I know I did it fast, but I'm actually turning the brush. See, get a little thingy in there, turn it. All right. And I'll put a few back in here like this. All right, just like that. Put a few things there maybe. You see, and just like that, you just covered the whole right side of your canvas. And if you really want to get technical, you could dip into some pure yellow. Well, mine's turning a little bit, and you could actually put a few extra little highlights. I'm not going to get into that, but you could do that. Brighten up the edges. All right, let me set my brush back up here before my camera overheats again. See if I can get through a few minutes before it overheats. Okay, fan brush. Okay, here we go. Dark color, green, blue, black, all of the above. Crimson. And we're going to make us, Yep, right here. Right there. There he is. And he's dark. Nice. Okay, before I go down with the rest of that tree, I'm going to grab my 1-inch real quick, and I'm going to go through some of that light yellow and green color. Before I finish the back of it, before I finish this tree, I do want to drop a little bit of color in right here. Just a little bit, just so it'll appear like that, you know, this is, you can tell that the tree is in front of this hill. See, just a little bit of color. I'm thinking about the shape of a hill, so I'm turning the brush. See, just like this. And this guy walks right off the canvas. Did I just say he walks off the, Lord help me. I do not understand some of the things I say. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, see, now I can drop this tree right down, you know, right down into there. All right, you get the idea. And I'm going to put a little baby right next to him, right about here, just like this. And I do keep reloading. This is not thinned down at all. All right. Those two little trees are right there. All right, set the fan brush down. Time for us to get flying here. Okay, you see I got the 1-inch brush. I'm going to pull through some green and yellow. green and yellow, it's not going to be bright as the right side on the left side because the light's shining in a different direction. All right, yellow, green, 1-inch brush, and we'll start right here. Nice green color. And you can pick out your areas of where your trees go back, like this tree here is a little further down, all right? Tapping into some more paint, and I want this hill to drop like this. I want it to drop right down in front of me. See that? You just pick them out and drop them down. It'll give it that effect that it's dropping down. All right, another one here. Just like this. It comes right in front of us here. And I'm being super fast about, I'm not really taking my time. Let's get some yellow ochre now. Change that color up. Green, yellow, ochre, yellow, all those good things. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of something here. Just a quick something. All right. Darker in the corner here. Go back into my color. Let's get a little crimson. We'll make a crimson bush. A couple crimson bushes. How's that? All right, so I got some crimson on here. Yeah. Get a little bit more paint. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. I'll stick with my crimson first idea. There they are, little baby crimsons. Little yellow ochre. Gets to give it some flavor. Right there. Maybe pop one in here, a little sideways. You see, just being fun, nothing else. That's all. That's all I'm doing. Actually, let me go to the green. Get a little green up in here. And little subtle things back here. Yeah. Leaving a lot of the dark in there. Okay, let me grab my knife in this big mess I got going on. A little bit of blue because I like blue. I like the bluey colored water lines. All right, now look, I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to zip this water line right into there, and I'm working it towards me. See? I'm working it towards me. As it comes closer, it's dropping down further. Okay, now little guy there, he wraps around like this. I'm using the tip of the knife actually for this one, and I'm kind of scratching the canvas. You see that right there? All right, I can do the same thing on this side. It really does help. It really helps. All right, while we're at it, let's pick up some brown with the waterline color that we have going, and I don't know, let's see what that does for us. A little brown in there, maybe just drop a few of these little babies in there. Nice. Something like that. That is awesome. That is a crooked tree trunk. I like it. All right, wiping the knife off. And I'm in a strange mood today. So I'm going to take the knife. And I'm going to get some of my green yellow color on the knife. All right, we are back again. Take number 26, I think. Definitely got to check and see that. So anyways, I was just dropping a few little highlights onto this tree here. Just kind of touching and doing my thing here. I'm going to use the small blade, and I'm just touching back and forth. Okay. Tapping. You can tap. Tapping is a good way to do it. A lot of texture. It's an oil painting. It's supposed to have texture in it. All right, and you can mess with this. I mean, you can just go and do all kinds of little things with it. I just dropped in a little bit of color with that. All right, so I am now going to set that down, and I'm going to locate the fan brush again, the small baby one, and I'm going, into the pile of the green and yellow. I'm not thinning this at all. I just have a lot on here, and I just want to drop some just on the edges. Not too much. I like the dark color. of the tree. So I just dropped a few in there. Maybe we'll drop an extra little bush here with the fan brush. Something like that. Kind of clean up that little water line area. Maybe have something there. And this is just variation now at this point. We're just adding things. You know, little, maybe there's a nice little, oh, look at that. Look at that bright spot. I like that. Let me get some more of that. Let me get some more. And then watch this. Let's just bring in another little plane back there. Goes right behind that tree. You see? And maybe just a little bit right here on the edge. Oh yeah, I just went overboard. All right, maybe the sun's hitting it, and you know what? Maybe the sun is going to peek through right here. Right? Who knows? Maybe something there too. It's shining right through. Right about like that. And let me wipe this off. And let me step back and just take a quick look at this. Okay, I am totally not doing any more. So I'm going to switch camera angles and I will be right back. Okay, well, that's a wrap. It only took like 36 times to record this and 3 batteries later and a couple of overheats, but we did it. This is just a quick demo. This was like that. I was thinking basics is what was in my mind. I was thinking you have to start with the basics and you have to be very loose about it. You just can't worry. You really can't worry. So I don't know, give this a try. I like the brown. Tell me what you think about the brown color in the actual mountain. I think people like that more than just the snow on the mountain. So I don't know what else to say. If any of you guys were here this weekend, it was a legendary weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. It was just such a great time. It was definitely a piece of history, and there will be much more to come in the very, very near future. So I just want to thank all you guys for watching. I hope everybody has a great day. Happy holidays to everybody. It is a wonderful time of year, time for family to get together and just love life. It's a very good time to be alive, and that is it. God bless all of you guys. Take care. See you soon. Yeah, I think that's it. Take care. See ya.